Wednesday the 18th, March 18th. It's been a pretty busy week, just with baseball and everything, but today I'm just kind of unwinding a little bit. I'm gonna do a live stream, and I've been doing, just to get some extra money, these art things, like scratch art things. I have a ton of them. This one's not open yet, but I have like 4 of them hung up in my room that I haven't sold, that I'm not going to sell. These are the ones I'm going to be selling. So this, go right in here to this little folder and slip right in, but I can't do it on camera. It's a little too hard for that. Comes out of this fancy little envelope with the stuff on it. But like this one, I've got it almost completely done. Not fully, but almost. I started working on this during summer and haven't finished it since. I haven't worked on any of these in like a month, but that one I hadn't worked on since summer. And these two, Leaning Tower of, can't remember what it's called, but you get the idea. And this one is some famous bridge in London, England. Also don't know what it's called. It's just a landmark. These are my main tools, really, to use with it. Just a wood scratcher. This one is a really sharp metal scratcher. Like, yeah, it hurts. It hurts when you can literally dig underneath your fingernails with it. Like, it doesn't feel really good. So then you have the plastic tip up here, which honestly actually hurts too, but not as much. This one's basically the same thing. I don't really use it as much, but I use it more than all the other ones. And this one's just a little duster for all your dust that you get on. So, pretty cool. But I'm going to start, or finish, the Capital one. It's hard. I don't really have a lot of light in here. It's kind of dark. By the way, I want to give a thank you to all of my new subscribers and newcomers to my channel. Really helps us out. I know Power 20 is really just basically one of our side channels. We don't really do as much on it as Power X, and especially we don't do much on it as we used to. It's basically like in July when I made Power 20. Well, I didn't. It was made in like I'm pretty sure January of 2025, but I made it public. Like, I had so much videos already done, and then that's when I made it public. So hopefully I was like, you know, I'm just going to set all my videos to private and put all of them to public, so maybe I'll get as many subscribers as I can. That was not the case. I got like 2 subscribers, and it took me so long to get where I'm at right now. And I know, considering the fact that, you know, Power X has 1 million subscribers on it, because it was made in January, February, March, April. It was made in late, it's about a year because it was made in late March. But also, we were making long form videos, and then we shot those off around January, February, March, April, May, around August. And that's when we shot up like 200,000 subscribers in like 5 weeks. Like, it was actually insane. one thing I do want to say, I guess, is you know, I've been making, videos like, that Power X, Power 20. We did have a Power. Heard a weird noise. Anyway, but we did have a Power 5, but it didn't go really good. It was kind of weird. Just even saying Power 5 just doesn't sound right. It still kind of sounds weird. But anyway, we have all those, and the videos that I post on Power 20 don't really have anything to do with the videos, we post on Power X, and what we post on Instagram or X, or, on our feeds on Facebook or anything like that. It doesn't matter. I have a channel, or I have a page on Facebook, but I don't really post anything. The only thing I really posted was last year, during baseball, talking about MLB. It's about the only thing. I do post on Instagram, like the same thing. I have like 4,000 followers on Instagram, I think is what it is. 4.2 thousand. Yeah, it's 4.2 thousand. And so 4.2K, and I did have 6.2K until I made a video about like Jesus, and then a lot of people unfollowed, which I'm fine with. But that's why I've just basically, started posting religious stuff on Power 20, because God and eternal heaven is the only true living God. So and he's coming back soon. If you read in the Bible, it literally says wars will break out at the end of time. People will start fighting against religion, which, what do you see people doing now? I mean, I'm not trying to come on here on live to start being like start talking about politics or religion, because I know not a lot of people like caring about it, even if they believe. Not a lot of people care about listening to it, because they're really just wanting to scroll and keep watching stuff that they were trying to scroll for. But and I get that, but what people need to understand in today's time is that you need to believe, because, and let me just tell you, only believing is not going to get you in the gates. It's not going to give you a straightforward pass. Just believing is not going to do that. You need to first, you need to ask him, and you need to be real, and you need to say, I want you to save me, and I want to be saved by you. I want you to save my soul. I want you to save a spot for me. If you do that because I told you to, and because I am No. That's not going to work. He needs you to do it without being told to do it. And you need to do it quick. That's all I'm going to say, because we don't got much more time before we get, before it all ends. And, in the Bible, it says, he will destroy the earth with fire and brimstone. It'll be like a second flood. God already ended the world once. Well, he didn't technically end it, because Noah's Ark and everything, but he flooded the earth, flooded all the people that didn't believe in him out, which were only like a lot of people. I mean, the only ones that made it out were like Noah and all of them. But then there was the bad people. They're not necessarily bad, just non-believing. And I've done horrible stuff in my life. I'm not gonna lie. I've sinned multiple times, knowing that it's a sin, and I still do it. I haven't really committed any deadly sins, I don't think. But that's not for me to know. It's for God himself to know, and God only. Trying to make chopsticks, but it's not really working. I'm not Asian, I don't know how to make them. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, believe. But don't only believe, you gotta pray every night, you gotta go to church, you gotta make him realize, you gotta let God into your life. There was this song I heard on the other day, and I think it was by Blake Shelton. He was talking about his best friend, and he said, I can't imagine on the day my heart's last beat, I'll walk through those gates and he's not waiting for me. And that, he said he was starting to believe. I took him to church if he just had a couple more days. So it goes something like that. You look it up. It's called, what is it called? Let Him In Anyway. Let Him In Anyway. That's what it's called. It's a really good song, but anyway. That's what I was saying. And this all turns back to my subscriber count. I went from, on August 9th at exactly 11:59 p.m. Let's go back to around July 6th. I had said that's when I had my first giveaway, is that PS5 and the PlayStation games and bada, 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 and all that. And I said, I'm giving this away, I'm giving this away, I'm giving this away. You can have it, but, it was a giveaway. So, technically, you can't just have it. But I said, you can have this. And no one really said anything over email, which I thought was kind of weird. But I had said by August 9th, if I had 20 subscribers by midnight, because that'd be August 10th going into midnight, I said, if I have 20 subscribers by midnight, August 9th, I will give my last subscriber that subscribed to me the PlayStation and everything. If they emailed me saying they were the last subscriber and I had to check and everything. And no one did that. No one did that. And so that was August. And we had hit 20 subscribers at 11:59 p.m. precisely, because I was on my timer, precisely 4 seconds before it turned midnight. I was dedicated to hitting 20 subscribers before midnight on August 9th. I was dedicated for it. And even if I hit that cutoff or not, which I did, even if I was right there at the tail end, I still did it. I still made, I still made myself do it. I pushed myself, confidence. I was like, man, I'm going to do this. I want it. I had made the channel, or the channel went public a month before. Got tired. Anyway, the channel had went public a month before, on July 4th. 4th of July is when I made it public. 4th of July, 2025. Then we went to August, and I said, I'm hitting 20 subscribers by August 9th. By midnight, I'm going to have 20 subscribers, and I did 4 seconds to spare. A month ago, I think. I'm not sure. I wasn't really caring about my subscriber count much because, I was like, I already got Power X. I don't really care much about this channel, even though I do. I just really don't care about the subscriber count. But I was like, because I do all of it to, like, just have fun, If you want to subscribe, go ahead, subscribe. If not, we don't got beef. But anyway, I was like, wow, what did I do to get all the way to 100 subscribers? And then, like, the next day, I was at 120. And I was like, because it was such a special time for me, because on August 9th, I was coming back from Florida. And I was like, wow, that's actually crazy. I can't believe that that's like a milestone for me. 120, 20, 5 months later. It's kind of crazy to me when I think about it. And, stuff is a little slow rolling because, people don't really have a lot of free days now. But, it's not bad. It's just kind of a little slow rolling with the count. But like I said, I don't really pay attention to the count all that much. And I dropped back down. People unsubscribed, and I dropped back down to 114. I'm fine with. I don't care. And I stayed around 114 for around 2 weeks, and then I worked my way back up. And then after 114, I went all the way up to 155. Which was literally just like a month ago, or 3 weeks ago. I think it was actually 3 weeks ago. So 114 to 155, then it fell down to 150, then eventually it fell down to 148. And I was thinking, bro, what's going on? Why are people unsubscribing? I stayed there for around, around two weeks. No. I'm sorry. I stayed there around 3 weeks because as of yesterday, my account, or my subscriber count, skyrocketed from 148 to 150 to 150 to 155 to 155 to 160. Before I knew it, I was at 170. I was at 170 around September into November. It's crazy to think to me. Like, let me check it right now. Give me a couple. Well, no, I can't. It'll undo the. I think I'm still at 170. If I'm not, I'm at like 171 or something like that. But I'm pretty sure I'm at 170. I just can't believe I gained 25 subscribers, I think, in 2 days. which I know sounds weak for most of the bigger channels, you know, like with, you know, 2 million subscribers or 3 million, because 1 million is honestly not that many subscribers, to be honest. And, you know, to have 1 million on one channel and then 200 on the other, it's a huge difference. Like, we're not even in the K's yet. And I actually just hit 500,000 watch hours for shorts. And it's just crazy. It's just crazy. But, you know, I've been doing this. I actually have a baseball game to go to in around an hour. So I got to go get ready for that. Unless y'all want to, like, watch me get ready or something. I mean, that'd be kind of weird, but low-key, I guess y'all actually could. I don't know why. I mean, I don't got anything else better to do. I mean, it's not going to be, like, any inappropriate content or anything like that. I don't do that on live. Playing a pretty good team. We won yesterday's game, and we had a game 2 days ago. We won that one. Last game we haven't lost one this year. We've only played 4 games this year so far, and we've won. Why isn't this going in? And we've won all of them. We're not bad. Not bad this year. First game came close. It was 12-13. I'm talking about baseball. I don't play basketball or anything like that. Me personally, I think basketball is overrated because, I mean, I really just think it is. I mean, it needs to have more stuff in the sport. Like, it's boring a little bit. Like, I know people may be saying, well, it's boring to stand in a box and swing at a ball. Or it's boring to just run and catch a ball and throw it to a base. You don't know the gist of it, though. Like, you stand in a box, and what's really fun about it is you're trying to hit sometimes an 80-mile-an-hour ball straight to your face. I've been hit. Well, I recently just got hit and broke my thumb. But I got hit in the face right here. Gashed it open. Gashed right here open. And hit my temple with a, I think it was like 79-mile-an-hour fastball. And it was 2 years ago. And that was during spring ball is when it started. So it was exactly like 2 years ago. And I was standing in the box and we were hitting off a machine. And I was like, why are we doing it at 79? Because I was only I was 12 back then. And I was like, dude, why are we swinging 79-mile-an-hour balls? And someone bumped the machine. And I was standing right here. I had my bat. I was ready to hit it. And then it went, boom. The distance from the pitcher's mound to home plate is 60 feet and 2 inches. 60 feet and 2 inches. Exactly. Why? With 12-year-olds. That was 12 you. I don't hold like a grudge or anything. Well, yes, I do. Why would you have it up that high? But anyway, the coaches were a little dumb. I quit that team, to be honest, because they sucked. But the coaches would his son played on the team, and he just favored him over every, he was like, he made us all run, and he was like, you only have to run to the foul pole, and he made us run foul pole, foul pole, foul pole, foul pole, foul pole. And he was like, you only have to run to that foul pole and back for me. It's like, dude, I'm all for extra work, but if we're not all doing it as a team, we're not a team. That's why we went to 18 different games and lost 17 of them. It's like, anyway, but yeah, I was recently school ball this year. It was like a month ago, I think, 3 weeks ago or a month ago. Pretty sure it was 3 weeks ago. No, it was a month ago. So I went to our hitting facility for school ball, the high school hitting facilities, and I was with a friend, and he was like, we need to hit fast because we can't just be hitting these slow balls or just going like, ooh, we gotta have a ooh, and stuff like that. And so, we were doing soft toss and we were just absolutely destroying them, hitting line drives straight to center, hitting, we were doing pretty good. And then so my friend was walking over back to the machine and he was like, man, this is only set up to 60 mile an hour. And I was like, okay. And it was like, let's turn it up. So he doesn't know how to turn it up. So I went over there and I turned it up for him. And it was on, I think it was on like I don't really know what to call it. Kid pitch. Like summer ball kid pitch. Like they don't pitch as fast as school pitch. But it was like on kid pitch fast. And which is like only like 60. So I was over there. I turned it up. 6 left, 10 middle, 6 right is fastball. That's college and pro. So I was like, this will be fine. I turned it up all the way to 80. And then, I was walking down. I was going to bat. And it flew past me really fast. And it almost hit my back. So I was turning my back. And it, like, flew past my arm. And I could feel the air off of it. So I was like, if it's going to try to hit me going 80 mile an hour, turn it down a little bit. Because if I'm going to get hit before our game starts in 1 week, turn it down a little bit. So anyway, I went up there, turned it down, 75. Hit my first one, line drive, but it was right field. So that means I started hitting just a tad bit late. Second one, I hit, middle. Was going to work on my bunting. Went down for a bunt. Did what I always do for a bunt. I pinched the bat like this. So I pinched it. I guess when the ball was coming out, I tilted the bat down. 75 mile an hour fastball straight to the thumb. Shattered it right here. Well, this bone that's right here, right here, and right here. And it sprained it just like right here. So it broke in 3 spots and sprained it in 1. I made it out with a hairline fracture with that because I'm athletic and I drink a lot of milk. You can still see where it hit me. But I can move it totally fine now. I mean, it still kind of does hurt just a little bit. I still can't move it just like, see how there's a little bit of space in there with this one? And then see how there's no space in here with this one? It's just going right down on my hand, but there's a little bit of space dividing this. That's because I still can't bend it all the way because right here is still broke. But I'm training it every day, moving it more and more and more. But to be honest, it didn't even feel like I haven't broke a bone since this one. Like, this one's my first broken bone. And, to be honest, when I went up, it didn't feel like it broke it at all. That actually kind of hurt when I did that. But it hit it, and right when it hit it, it just went completely numb. And I couldn't feel it at all. And then my friend, he seen me because I was, like, just shaking it. And then I took a knee, And he turned the pitching machine off, and he ran down there, and my thumb had like this whole entire thing just gashed open, and it was just like bleeding all down my hand. It was bad, and my thumb was bent. Like when I was going to pitch it, my thumb got stuck like that. My thumb got stuck like this. I couldn't move it at all because it got stuck like right here in this position. For like 2 weeks. But I should be able to. I haven't been able to bat, so I've just been fielding. I haven't been able to really get in there and actually. I mean, I batted at games, but I haven't really been able to like bat in practice because like they don't want me to hurt it if I'm not at a game. So I'm like, I'll do that. I'll just set up practice and field or play catch with someone or pitch to someone or catch people's pitches for them. And but that's the thing, any sport, especially baseball, when you have even there's kids that are in high school, freshmen that are pitching 100 almost. There is one that's pitching 100 in our state right now. And you go up there, get thrown a 100-mile-an-hour ball, try to swing at that. You're gonna get hurt. Like, especially if it hits your face, you have a 70% chance of dying and a 30% chance of living. Like, it's just how it is. Especially if it hits your temple, that's like an 80% chance of dying because it's your thinnest spot of your head. If you get hit right here, it's pretty much a guaranteed you're dead. That's just how it is. That's a risk you got to take. And, in like basketball, it can be a little dangerous too sometimes. I'll give them some credit. You're out on the court, you're dribbling, you may fall. It's not like, I don't really think it's like life-threatening, but, you could fall, you could break your leg, you could break your arm, you can break your wrist, there's a lot of stuff you can break. See, like in basketball, it's a more of, you're going to hurt something, you're going to break something. In baseball, it's more of like you're going to die. They're both dangerous. Any sport's dangerous, but basketball was more of a kind of chilled, laid back one. You run, you shoot, Football is the most dangerous in my opinion. I'll give them all of the credit. You're out there, especially, receivers, quarterbacks. I was watching a game not too long ago. It was a high school game, and his quarterback was taking his steps, taking his jabs. He couldn't find anyone open, so he was about to run with it. He turned right, didn't know that someone was like right behind him. Got trucked so hard, he didn't wake up for like 30 minutes on the field. Like, it was absolutely insanitary because he had the impact knocked his helmet off and broke his helmet. And the kid that hit him actually got kicked off the team and I'm pretty sure he may have got suspended because he trucked him with his helmet. You're not allowed to, I can't remember what they call it. I think it's like, I can't remember. It's like, but he put his helmet down and he like trucked him right in his gut. And he picked him up and he fell backwards. And when he fell, it knocked his helmet off and broke it. And his face was just like his jaw broke. His leg broke, his arm broke, his ribs broke from getting impact straight into the. It's hard. It's hard. And I think the second most dangerous position in football is the kicker / punter. Because think of it, kickers, and that's also the most important position, is because kickers start off the game And most of the time, they finish the game. You know, they kick off, and then at the end, people will usually count on a 3-point field goal. They count on that usually when they're down a little bit. They're gonna count on that. They're gonna rely on their kicker to shoot right straight through those uprights. Sometimes it's just hard because if you don't have good blockers, you're gonna get pounded. Same thing with your punt. If you go to punt and you don't have good blockers, they're gonna come right at you and they're gonna just truck you. And even if you're a kicker, punter, you know, you still got to do your summer pride. You still got to do your running. You know, especially if you're in a smaller town, you're gonna have to run all around. You know, these hills, your mountains. I remember this one guy. He was like, you know, we had a mountain in my hometown that our coach would get inside of a school bus, and he would follow us up the mountain, and he'd honk at us the whole entire time when we weren't going fast enough. And they would shut that mountain off when they did that because it was a narrow path, and so no one could get in or out until they were done. And it was just but yeah, it's something you gotta do with every sport. You know, you're gonna get hurt. It's not a matter of if; it's a matter of when. Excuse me, because you're gonna get hurt no matter what happens. It's basically just you got to be careful. You know, you like pitching, you got to watch the ball when it comes at you. When you're hitting, you got to watch it. If it comes at you, you got around, I'm going to say, a second reaction time, a second to a second and a half to turn your back. Football, you know, if you're about to get sacked, throw it away. Or if you're a receiver, you know, run or get down if you're trying to avoid. I would just get tackled, though. A yard is a yard. Yard matters. Yardage matters. Basketball, you know, there's really nothing you can do for that one because, you know, if you fall in basketball, half the time it's an accident and half the time they overreact the fall. I've watched a lot of girls' basketball games, and that's what I see all the time. When a girl falls, it takes them years to get up off the ground. Like, you would think the world could have time to recreate 5 times after that happens. Like, it's honestly crazy. But you know, boys basketball is low-key laid back, and I'm not trying to diss on girls basketball. Girls basketball is actually really fun to watch because sometimes they can get into fights. But most of the time it's accidental falls. I don't think people really fall on purpose. But if you're out on the court and, you know, you trip over your own feet because your basketball shoes are too slick on the wax, you're going to fall and you're going to embarrass yourself. Or if you trip over someone else, you know, that's still an accidental fall, but it wasn't intended, you know. There can be an accidental fall and still not being intended, like if you're on the court and you end up jabbing your foot and you end up, you know, jolting forward. That's accidental, that wasn't intended, you know. But there's just like more clumsiness in basketball. There's more clumsy people. Or not really clumsy people, it's just with their gear. It's just they're clumsy a little bit out on the court. Golf isn't a sport. I don't care what y'all say. Golf is not a sport. It's more, basically any sport is a hobby. Golf and band, those are not sports. Golf, I don't get it. They need complete silence. They need complete silence to swing at a ball that is still. When these baseball players are having 90-mile-an-hour pitches straight at them. And they got people just yelling behind them and an ump just like, I mean, it's you don't think of it until you get up in the plate. It's like being called to the office by your principal. It's like having your principal walk up to you and going, come here. It's intimidating, right? When you get up into the batter's box and you have the ump behind you and you see the ump behind the pitcher's mound, that's how it feels. It's intimidating because they're watching your every move. Yeah. But you know, you see, you know, like band, you're sitting down or standing up and dancing and blowing your horn. I don't have anything against band people. I love band, especially in high school football. It really livens it up. And when I get into high school, which is just next year, I'm gonna play football. And I've been practicing. I've been, you know, I've really wanted to do it for a long time, and I really want to try to break loose of my baseball and try to get into a new sport. I think I'm gonna do both though, because I'm really good at baseball, and I just really want to keep doing it. But also, then again, you know, I'm ready for uh football because you know it's just hearing the band, and it's cool because if I was the kicker, which is what I want to be, I'd be the person that starts out the game. So then the band they would be having to go, oh, and stuff right when I'm about to kick. And I know they don't want to do that because a lot of people don't like me. Just because they're jealous. But it is what it is, am I right? I mean, but, I'm really, really excited. But let's get ready. Watch me get ready. Dude, I'm so tired, bro. It's my glove. It smells like sweat, bro. Probably need to go get my stuff before I put it on. It's already folded. Look at that. And he used to drive a Yukon. I pick up whenever you call. Hey, everyone that plays baseball, put down below. What would be your walk-up song to the plate? I think might have to be that. Bad boys, what you gonna do? They don't do walk-up songs in junior high, but they do it in high school. How do they do this? I forgot how to do this. Hey, yes, sir. When your dad walks up to you because you forgot to clean your room, yeah, you know you're cooking them. See, that's why I would hate to have a dad that played baseball. All you'd have to do is get his belt out and just destroy that kid's butt, bro. I'd hate that. I'd hate that. And for y'all's sake, I'm not taking off my shorts. I got Sour Patch underwear on, and I don't feel like showing them. Get under this. Up down here. We could go faster. Tell me the brightest. I don't know what I'm saying, bro. I'm just singing like, what's his name? Justin Bieber? The Biebs? It's hot having all your stuff on underneath everything else. It's just kind of hot like that. I just got a YouTube notification. I just got a YouTube notification. Alright, there's a clip down here that's, there we go. Gotta make sure it's perfect. Okay, why do I keep getting notifications from YouTube? It's actually kind of getting annoying now. Okay. Number 40. Is that blood? Yeah, that looks like blood that's on this belt. I don't know why I just tried to sniff it though. It's kind of weird. Alright, so if I put it on, yeah, probably end up having to redo this like I do every single time I put it on. No, I won't. Be good. Be good. My shoulder has kind of been hurting though. Just a little bit. Just a little tiny bit. You were right there all along. Ooh. Ooh. Where's my eye black? Oh, here it is. Alright. I gotta put on my makeup now. I don't know how this stuff keeps on getting on my eye black. It's cloudy. Eye black's for when it's really cloudy outside. And trust, it is very cloudy outside. Dude, that looks good. Alright, there we go. Anxiety. Keep on showing me. Feel it quietly. She's trying to silence me. Anxiety. That's an old hat. I don't need that. Starting to get on my nerves. Dude, that'd be or a photo. Actually, let me get some Big League Chew in my mouth. Pause. You follow the kings and the queens on the throne. It's like every baseball kid chews gum for a living. Get out of there. My God. Yeah, that's good. Oh, we turn this way? Let's turn this way. It's an aura shot. It's an aura shot. See what I look like with my baseball bat in hand, helmet. Charlie Kirk. I absolutely hate it when where my eyelashes at starts itching because you can't scratch it. I don't have batting gloves yet. Yes, I have the 2023 Rawlings Icon Drop 3. It's carbon fiber. Yeah, carbon fiber. Watch the pitch, watch the pitch. Do that famous. Yes, 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 no. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, that's a home run. All right. Every time you're batting, put your bat out where you're gonna hit it at. So I'm gonna hit it straight center. Do this to gain you more aura. That's literally all it's for. Put it down. If you want to put your bat up right here, I'll put it down a little bit. But I'll put it up a little bit actually. Put it up right here. Then start doing your. Put all your weight on your back leg right here. Put all of it. That's called your load. Still bend knees. When he starts putting his leg up, that's when you load. Put your foot up when he starts to throw it. Aim your knob at the ball. So the ball's right here. Aim it at the ball. Actually, it'll be like right here. Aim it at the ball. Move your feet. And go. That, my friends, is a home run. Austin need a new helmet. It's like every baseball kid. But I just mowed. This is already up, right? How's that grass already up? I swear. Yeah, number 40. It's probably a close-up shot. On my Phillips. I was with someone else the other day. They said they do OnlyFans. I'm thinking, bro, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? You do OnlyFans. I don't even know you. Like, they came up to me in the Walmart parking lot saying, I do OnlyFans. I don't care. I mean, you do you. I don't want to hear what you do. Especially if it's OnlyFans. Is it weird? I just don't want to pay for a subscription for OnlyFans. Trying to have that Joe Keery style. But I don't have my hair powder right here with me. We going up. So when I took my baseball pictures this year, I was like,